Alright, well it has been a while since I've put anything up on here. In the meantime, I've unlocked a jet! Look! F9F-2 Panther! I had a couple really crappy games. This is actually my 4th game in it, and it's the first one I did anywhere near decent, so I decided to put this one up. I'm gonna fast forward a bit. I realized a little bit after I unlocked it that the F9F-2 Panther, even though it's at the beginning of one of the 2 American jet trees, it has the same battle rating as, you know, all the F-86 Sabres and the MiG-15s. So just jumped straight into the big boys pool with this thing. I didn't get a chance to go through the smaller jets and kind of work my way up to it. So, you get thrown up against a lot of Sabres and MiGs in this thing. And being stock, you are way slower than them. The MiGs and the Sabres are better climbers, they're faster, they'll outrun you. Here's the only way I get kills in this newbie thing. Get a really lucky head-to-head against the Sabre. The 2 things that the Panther has going for it is 4 20mm cannons in the nose, and indestructible freedom wings, so you can crank this thing over in high G turns and not have to worry where all the other high-speed jets do. So that becomes your one advantage over them in a fight, if you can get them into a really high-speed turn. There again, that one I didn't want to go head-to-head with so much, but I did get a hit on that MiG-15 before I rolled out of the way. Took a little too much damage from that Sabre, so I didn't want to get into another head-to-head, especially when the MiG-17 has so many cannons. Or the MiG-15, sorry. Try to turn a bit. He realizes that I'm going to turn him, because people at this era, they know what they're doing a little bit better than most people. Been playing the game quite a bit longer. So he doesn't let himself get caught in a turning fight with me. I was checking my guns there. You'll notice my view came and looked at my own guns as I fired. I ended up actually jammed 2 of the guns already out of my 4, so I'm down to half of my guns fireable. On the plus side, it'll make my ammo last a little longer. On the downside, I can fire half as many bullets at one time. So that's kind of a stupid mistake I made here. But in my defense, the unupgraded cannons burn out in just a couple seconds. Like that was just a short little burst on that Sabre, and it burned out half my guns. I'll speed up a little bit here, following this MiG. Pull off after this other Sabre, but you know, can't catch him unless he lets me. So you gotta find somebody that you can pull into a turning fight with you, essentially. You're just fast enough to be an annoyance. Oh, I thought I had that guy, but I miscalculated the angle. Let's see. That right there. I got pretty lucky. I looked back when I did. I was pulling onto that first Sabre's tail, and I had a really good angle on him. I was gonna get into right on about to pull up into gun range, and I just happened to just look over my shoulder and saw another Sabre lining up on me in the same exact way. So I cranked it over to his turn, saved my life because that guy didn't get a shot off at me. And 2 of my buddies were chasing him, so they're chasing him off while I go to help, I guess. You can see him kind of popping through the smoke front of the clouds over there. Trying to keep an eye on all the jets I can get my eyes on so I know where they all are. Make sure nobody gets on my ass again, because, you know, happens once, shame on me, happens twice. But, you know, I said that backwards, didn't I? Oh well. What is done is done. Okay, so they've got a MiG-15 shooting down AI bombers over there. I'm thinking I'm not catching those 2, so I start lining up on this AI bomber myself. Because at this point I had just played a couple of really crappy jet games and just wanted some points. But then I noticed these 2 are in a turn, and I think I can catch them if they're going to keep turning and slowing down. And sure enough, I'm gaining on this MiG-15. Keep an eye on that Saber. Decide to go for the Saber instead of the MiG, because if I go for the MiG, it'll just let this guy slot in behind me real nice and easy. Sure enough, he was already in the downward spiral. He's going for the guy who's went after the MiG, but now I'm behind him, so I can pressure him and hopefully save my buddy. But the Saber that was there makes really quick work with my buddy. This MiG got really slow, so I decided to just take advantage of this position I was in, because that Saber was already overshot. Kind of a nice little rolling shot on the back of that MiG. Got a critical on one of his control surfaces. His right aileron. That was enough to put him out into the ground. One thing about jets is that they are fragile. It doesn't take very many bullets to take one of these things down. Especially because everything up at this tier is firing, you know, quad 20 millimeters or ridiculous rapid fire 50 cals or 23 millimeters or, you know, some kind of very dangerous anti-aircraft bullets. Well, that's 2 for me, so it's already my best game ever. The game before this, I got 1 kill. And the 2 games before that, I didn't get any kills. And that's all 4 jet games I've ever played. So 0, 0, 1, and now I've gotten 2 already in this game, so I'm pretty happy. Not quite done yet. There's this one guy up here in the Saber. Same situation though, he's just gonna outrun me. Chase him for a while. Just he's turning, I'm like, oh, maybe now. Thinking I'm getting a little closer, but yeah, not close enough. He puts on his smoke, so I do. No, why not? Make a little air show of our chase. He pulls up, and I'm hesitant to chase him. He's got more energy, more speed than I do. But I see that my friend's already chasing him, so I pull off into a half circle. Rather than following him up in his loop, I pull in just into a circle, staying below him but keeping my speed up, hoping that when he pulled out of the loop like that, I would have enough speed to chase him down for a short window. But he was plenty fast. He only did the 1 loop and it didn't burn up very much of his speed. So he's still capable of outrunning me here. But now we're low, so hopefully my teammates can get him while I keep him occupied. Keeping an eye on my teammates on them, make sure you see them where they are. If they have a better energy position to come down and chase this guy or not. There's 2 of them back there, but with them all up there, they climb so much better than my Panther. I really don't have a chance of doing much. So I'm just kind of putting myself in a nice climb angle for me, which is well below what he can do, but, you know, I gotta keep climbing. At least I can keep pressuring him from below. It's around this time I realize that I'm down to about 5 minutes of fuel, and I'm pretty heavily damaged, so I want to go home. Look back there and see where the airfield is. He pulls up, so I'm like, you know what, there's 2 guys already, I'm just gonna head for home. I'm just gonna break off, I'm heading for the airfield. But, at that same exact moment, that Saber saw me pull off and went for me as a target. So I flip it right back around, and we have yet another head-to-head with the Saber. And I got him on fire with those 20s. So they're not the prettiest kills. In fact, those head-to-heads are damn ugly, but, you know, a kill's a kill. And for my 4th ever jet match, I'll take what I can get. That dot you see between the clouds off to the left of the target, you might not be able to make it out on the stream. There's an F-86 Saber who just got back in the game. He queued up, went to the store, forgot that he queued up, game started. This is the first contribution to the game, is to come in and try to steal that kill. He just took off after the whole match was already all but done. But I got the kill anyway, he wasn't able to steal it. So that's everybody. There's 2 bots left to clean up. 3 kills. Pretty good if you ask me. Then I got to go try to land. I figure I'm gonna try to save myself a repair bill, and I'm gonna go try to land this jet of mine. It wasn't the nicest landing I've ever done, but it worked. Throttle down. I'm gonna take it off player look so I can see move the camera around. I don't think in the replays the air brake is animating, because I've got my air brake extended right now in this clip too. I've got everything down, trying to slow me down as fast as I can. Got a bit of wobble in that tail and that right wing. Do a bit of a cartwheel for a while. Not a bad little landing. "16-second repair time, and this is pretty good. Apparently we lost an ally to a crash. Got greedy for the bots, I guess. But both the other two bots were killed, so... just a bit of a waiting game. Well, that's it. I'll try to see what I can do about getting some more matches up on here. And playing War Thunder again, maybe some tank matches will go up. Kind of getting back into this a little bit, so at the same time I'll get back into posting my replays. So I'll see you then.